Well, Daniel, how are you today? Let's find out how you are.
I'm all right.
You're a man of words, aren't you?
Not many words.
You are
just
a man
words.
You are a man of words.
More than one word.
I'm a man of words as well. Do you know the greatest man of words was?
Buster Rhymes.
No, William Shakespeare.
Oh, right.
Both of them from the Midlands. Did you know Buster Rhymes was from Nuneaton?
Is he?
He was from Nuneaton, yeah. I don't think he was.
No, because that's one of them. Because you know Hakeem Olajuwon,
Yeah.
the basketball player for the Houston Rockets, who was
Yeah.
like the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Who was third?
Don't know.
Michael Jordan.
All right.
Wasn't first pick. And he lives in Sutton Coldfield.
He lives in Sutton.
Yeah, no, he lives there now.
Yeah.
You see him dipping about.
Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
From Stoke-on-Trent.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for Slash.
Anyway, the point of the matter is the greatest man of words was William Shakespeare. If not the world's greatest, definitely the Midlands' greatest man of words.
What about Lenny Henry?
He's better than Lenny Henry and the comedian James Cook. William Shakespeare once said, and forgive me to paraphrase the great man, if music be the food of love, play on. Well, today, Danny, if music be the food of love, I'm starving.
Why are you giving it some juice today?
I am. We've got with us a dope record producer.
No.
That's going straight in my bio. Dope record producer, yeah, right there at the top of the
Don't say
website.
that.
He's dope.
You're going to dab in a minute.
What's that other one they used to do?
I don't know.
The one that they used to do the little dance with the penny whistle.
I don't know. That's Paul Gascoigne 1997
No,
on it.
not that.
I don't know. I
Never that.
genuinely
Always
don't know.
Jesse Lingard used to do when he scored.
That was just his thing, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Was it not her thing?
I don't think it was our thing. I think it was his thing.
Already we're about 4 minutes into recording and there's 85 edit points.
No.
So we have a record producer with us. Don't know whether he's dope. We're going to find out. And he's going to help us see if we can improve our understanding of musical production. And what I want us to gain from that, Danny,
What do you want us to do?
some kind of idea of structure that'll help us in our comedy. Recording stuff, because we don't record enough.
I don't record
We're too loose, aren't we?
Loosh.
Loose and loose.
What are they different? Is that just Sean Connery saying loose?
No, loose is a good word, isn't it? Anyway, he's here. It's Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
I'm not too bad.
Do you know what? When Jamie starts to speak, it's not what you expect it to sound like.
No.
Is it? He's got such a great voice, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
No,
a
I,
contrasting look.
Yes.
I thought it was like, I was going to be like, all right, mate, all right, yeah.
That's when I said when you first see Jamie hear him speak, you're surprised. That's why.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm emphasising your point.
Jamie looks like he's just come back off tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been partying a bit too much. And he's probably put them drops in his eyes to make his eyes sparkle like record producer people in the music business do.
In the biz.
What you've done, you've seen right into my soul right there. You've perfectly described pretty much exactly how I feel today.
Do you know what that is, mate? 'Cause I'm an observational comedian. That's what I do. I observe.
You should do it professionally. It seems like you might be good.
Well, I'm trying to improve. Right, well, let's get straight into it.
Yeah.
I think let's get straight into it and find out all about you. So, Jamie, tell us about yourself. What did you do? Record producer. What does that mean?
Oh, what does it mean? Well, I mean, I make music for a living. You know, that's the simplest explanation. But honestly, I mean, a lot of my job is pretty much being a babysitter for musicians. I make sure that they don't kill each other. That's far too much of the actual job on a day-to-day.
Yeah. Is that musical differences?
Oh, no, it'll be anything. I mean, bands are... I imagine probably putting 3 comedians in a room is worse, but putting 3 musicians in a room is... I mean, it's just asking for, like, accusations out of nowhere, and people really like to go for each other.
Egos.
Yeah, and zero chill. Absolutely zero
Really?
chill. Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
I'm surprised about that, you.
Well, yeah, considering that most bands are more than 3 musicians,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they get anything done.
Do you know the band Beautiful South?
Yeah.
They were formed from the remnants of the House Martins, one of my favourite bands growing up, and continue to be a big fan of Paul Heaton.
Sorry to cut you off, but I've still got a Fisher-Price recording of me singing Caravan of Love when I was 4.
We'll be playing that when we do our improving. We'll be bringing that into the studio.
And do you know what I mix it into? You know what I go straight into after Caravan of Love?
What?
Reet Petite.
Would you please bring that into the studio?
I'll try and find it. Yeah.
Please, that's what we definitely need. So when they split up, Beautiful South, they issued a statement. Do you know how they split up? Due to musical similarities.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny, isn't it? So your job is you're hands-on in the studio, keeping them apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've all seen documentaries, haven't we, where the singer's like that. I killed a fucking drummer. It's always the drummer, isn't it?
There is something about drummers. Honestly, they are. I mean, I love my drummer. I'm in a band as well. I like him, but honestly, they are.
You went from love him to like him in a nanosecond there.
You did, didn't you?
pick
I love
one of
it.
them.
I like him. He's a
What's
cunt.
the problem with drummers? Is it are they? I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Are they always on time?
No, I think honestly, the problem is on stage you can never see them. They're always buried.
Yeah.
So they've got this complex. They've got it in their soul. They're never in any of the photos. Nobody can ever see them on stage. So they need the attention somewhere.
Is that why they get put on risers?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
For their own egos?
Essentially, yes.
Because there's no reason for them to be up there musically.
No, it's just what my stepdad calls willy waving. It's that.
Call it dick waving.
I mean, you're opening up a bit here, talking about your stepdad talking about penises and things like that. And
Let's not get too far into that.
yeah, that's what he said. So, why do I say this for? I've been blessed to know a couple of drummers in my lifetime. I know one of the world's greatest drummers, Steve White.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's decent. I don't think he gets much. I also know
Who's that?
Steve White. He was Paul Weller's drummer for a long
Right.
time. And he also he answered an advert to be in the Style Council. He was like 16.
Okay.
There's pictures of him at Live Aid and he's brilliant.
So Alan White is Oasis drummer.
He's his brother.
Oh right, okay.
And they wanted to get Steve White to go in Oasis. And Steve was like, he's too much of a musician, to be honest.
Are they the musical Nevilles?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Alan's definitely Phil. Or even Tracy. Steve is definitely Gary.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Steve's one of the world's greatest drummers, isn't he?
Sure.
Yeah, he's amazing, isn't he? He is.
Well, I've got a big metal background as well, so I'm when you say like
He used
world's
to be a
greatest
robot.
drummers,
That's what that means.
I want the guys who
Or his dad was in scrap.
Yeah, his dad worked in the scrapyard.
Till his stepdad came to take him away from it all by showing him his willy. What am I saying? Sorry, mate. Do you like metal?
Yes, yeah. So like when you say world's greatest drummers to me, I'm thinking of the Joey Jordensons of the world, the people.
Joe Jordan.
Joey Jordan, yeah, played up front for Man United.
And Portsmouth.
Who's the drummer out of Iron Maiden?
He is good. He is. I mean, honestly, once you get to that level, they're pretty hard to
Who's the one with one arm?
From Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Surely
yeah.
he's the best.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good shout. Yeah, he's overcome the most for sure.
Yeah. He's got to be the best.
Yeah. Do you know what? An interesting fact that so pre him losing his arm and since then, their records, if you study them, the beats per minute are exactly half.
What's mad is when he lost his arm, he got better with the leg one.
He did. The leg becomes his arm. Yeah.
Stereotypes. He's just playing on stereotypes.
He can't do stereo. That's the whole point. He's only got one side.
Oh my God.
Just mono drumming.
Come on. What's
1, 3. The big myth about drumming. I'm going to move off drumming in a minute. The big myth about drumming is Ringo Starr.
He's not good.
Yeah, that's a massive myth, isn't
Yeah.
it? It was an oft said, because John Lennon said he's not even the greatest drummer in the Beatles.
Yeah.
But he's actually brilliant, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, he did like creative stuff as well. He wasn't the exact thing I just said of this is what occurs to me when I'm thinking of really good drummers. He doesn't do that. He just does stuff that's like, oh my God, how the hell did you think of that? You've just done something creative. You've done something cool, which is very, very hard to do.
I'm not very, as you'll find out about as we continue, I'm not very musical at all. And one of the things I've got every sort of musical disability you can have.
This bodes well for later.
Yeah. I haven't got a sense of time. So you know when people
Same.
For a comedian, we should have time, shouldn't we? Very good.
Anarchy.
And then I haven't got. You know, when people say you're tone deaf. I'm not. I'm key deaf, and I'm pitch deaf as well.
He's deaf.
I'm honestly, get me to sing a song and you'll laugh at me.
Oh, I'm the same.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out when we lay some tracks down with our dope producer. So moving on through the rest of the band. Let's go through the rest of the band then.
Yeah.
So your drums is one half of your rhythm section.
Yeah.
As Elvis once said, the whole rhythm section was the Purple Gang. The bass players. Now, I'm always got a problem with bass players because I think they don't do much. Are you a bass player at heart?
That's exactly what I am, yeah.
But I don't think they do much, but I think they wang it about a bit on stage. You know, when you see them, they love to boom, 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 boom. What are they doing, the bass players? They're just doing what the drummer's telling them to do, aren't they?
I mean, I think there's two kinds of bass players. There's the majority of them who are the dopey, the drummer tells them what to do and they drive the van and that's their most important role.
Yeah.
And then there's the guys who are just unbelievably good.
We've done the drums, we've done the bass. What else is in the band?
Vox.
No, before you get to Vox, that's the glory, isn't it?
Guitar.
Guitars. Greatest guitar player of all time.
I mean, Hendrix is responsible for some of the most innovation of any person.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Fred Hendrix.
You have to be sure. You don't
Yeah.
know, do you? Jimmy.
Yeah, I think you can't have that conversation without saying something about him.
He had some great licks, didn't he?
And he just he came up with ideas. He did.
Yeah.
Um,
Prince is up there, isn't he?
yeah, he's very, very good. I mean, again, there are just so many fantastic people that make me very jealous.
You've got your brass section sometimes and all that. They're always interesting, aren't they? Brass section.
They're interesting characters.
Yeah. We mentioned Beautiful South before. I once saw Beautiful South in what?
I reckon no podcast has ever mentioned the Beautiful South more than this one today.
Maybe about the Beautiful South podcast. Why? What? They're an incredibly successful band.
I know.
Just because they're not into your genre, yeah. Just because you're not aware of them doesn't mean that they don't.
I am aware of them.
They don't.
We're here in
discussion.
Chester. It could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome. So don't say I'm not aware of them. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad this wasn't the 11th or the 9th podcast we're doing. I'm glad it was the perfect 10. It'll have to go at 10th now, this one, whatever we do.
Oh, yeah. Well.
When I went to see them when they first formed at the International in Manchester.
Who'd you go with?
I went
Jennifer, Alison, Philippa Sue.
Deborah, Annabelle too. I forget her name. But I remember it was late at night by the typewriter light. It is rubber shreds. I used to be able to do a little impression of Bolton.
Did you?
Jennifer, Alison, Philip. It's not very good anymore. No. Anyway, they were brilliant. It was a small gig, low ceiling. It's an Indian restaurant now on Plymouth Grove.
Right.
Do you know where that is, don't you?
No. Plymouth.
Plymouth Grove, you do. Long site, near the police station. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And they had a brass section with a low ceiling. It was incredible. Absolutely brilliant. I thought, I'm never going to see anybody as good as this again, like in a small venue. Until last year I saw Suede in the Def Academy.
Oh, cool.
In a small venues. Seeing bands, but before they make it big, in small venues is the best thing.
Is it better to see them after they make it big, but in a small venue? Because you're aware of the...
There's more kudos to that, isn't there?
And the occasion.
Oh, no, there's more kudos.
There's more kudos after, but in the moment... Because you don't know they're going to be massive. So you're when you first see them...
So the kudos comes later.
Yeah, you get the...
Yeah, Coldplay. Yeah, I saw them in my nan's outside toilet,
yeah. Yeah. they smashed that, though, to be fair.
They smashed that outside toilet, which was unfair.
I mean, it was all yellow.
Yeah.
It was dark in there as well. That's why Chris Martin was swinging that light.
Because there was a hole in the roof. Look at the stars. Look how they shine.
So dumb. Love it.
And then the singers are the egos, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, the guitarists are also pretty ego.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the singers are the real... When a band falls out, more often than not, it's the singer.
Singer and the guitarist.
Singer and the guitarist, singer and the drummer.
The drummer just not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bass player just smoking a blunt.
Exactly, yeah.
Whilst it's all breaking up around him.
What's the best bass line of all time?
That
one.
Yeah, just like
the snooker.
Fleetwood Mac.
No, that's...
Oh, the Formula One?
Yeah. Fleetwood Mac. Boom.
I think it's Superstition.
Do you? I think
that's what I think.
I think it's hit the bass line, get wicked. What's that one called?
I don't know. Sounds sick.
What is it about the bass? Is it the bass that makes you dance?
Yeah, if you don't have the bass, you won't feel the the rhythm. You know, you won't feel that.
Is
that
the
lovely-
bass the soul? Is it the heart and soul of the song? Can there
I'm
still
very
be a song
biased.
without the bass?
Yeah,
Do you get bands without bass?
yeah,
The White Stripes.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
but then they've got like all sorts of like clever pedals and stuff going
Yeah.
on, so they can make it.
What's
feel...
that other band that's just a singer and a drummer that are really annoying?
The White Stripes aren't annoying.
No,
I take umbrage with that.
No, not the White Stripes. Who are you? You
No.
in the Seven Nation Army?
Yeah.
You don't mean
No, the what they called it recently.
Royal
Is that
Bloods?
a bass line? Sorry.
What?
Go on.
Sorry to quit. Is that a bass line though? We've just.
Bum, 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 bum.
Played on a guitar, but it is functioning as a bass line.
I'm so musical.
You are, aren't
I'm
you?
like the pipe. Oh no.
You're like the bass piper. You're like Billy Piper.
Of Hamlin.
Suck some piper.
Come on.
Right, let's get on with it, shall we?
Let's.
Let's go on with it. That was a deviation we did not need. All right, so we'd like to know more about you, Jamie. We'd like to find out whether you can improve us. As you know, Danny and I are not very musical.
At
We
all.
both love music, don't we? You do.
I don't love it.
You
I don't.
love hip hop.
Yeah, I like
You like
music.
hip hop culture.
Yeah.
I love music.
Yeah.
I immerse myself in music. I drown myself in music. My day can't start without music.
See, yeah, that's not me.
I soundtrack my life to music.
Act like a waste man. That's not me. So I don't know nothing about music.
Yeah.
So I did a song there.
I am the music man, and I come from down your way. What can I play? Nothing. Nothing. I've never... At school, they asked us, like, do you want to be in the orchestra? And I said, yeah. And everybody got a trumpet or a cornet and everything.
Can I guess?
I live 2 bus rides away. What did I go for?
Guiro.
Recorder.
No.
Triangle.
No.
Oh.
Cello.
Oh,
What?
Is
Cello.
that the big violin?
Yeah. Not saying I had a big neck. Cello.
Why?
2 buses.
That was not a great plan.
Because it was the biggest thing, wasn't it? I was greedy.
Okay.
Didn't last very long.
No.
The cello is the best instrument to play if you want to be a smuggler, though.
Or if you want to import tiny violins.
Yeah, and just loads. Oh, that would freak you out, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What's in the case?
Another one.
Just
Another one.
thousands.
Oh, is that babies? So I'm not very musical. I don't understand music. So that's why we've got you in. You're our man to find out if we can produce some music. And ultimately, what we'd like to do is produce a theme tune for the podcast.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you some questions to find out more about you. And we know you're probably already up for the task, but just to sort of cement it. Builder, that's a good one we could do, couldn't we? Can we improve ourselves at being builders?
Yeah.
It's just got so much editing to do on this. Number 1, do you consider yourself an expert or a professional, or...
Can I say it? Both. Smashed it.
I like that last option.
Yeah, the last option is as valid.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say both until I like watch a clip of one of the absolute greats, and I'm so shit at this compared to you. It's like that. It's like
Well, there's levels of expertise, isn't it?
yeah.
We've never asked each other this question about comedy. I don't think we should either. I don't think we should. But it's
Depends
a funny
it-
thing.
The answer is depends who you ask.
Yeah.
Because comedy's so subjective.
Well, so is music as well, isn't it?
yeah.
Competence.
Is it though?
But have you passed exams?
That's what I mean. This is what I mean about.
I'm all like self-taught, so I've got nothing to
Well,
prove.
you can do like grades in music. We
yeah,
can't do
that's
grades
what.
in comedy.
That's what I mean. That's why it's.
We grade people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are things that you could
8,
do where you
12.
could go do that, and then.
Yeah.
But then you can't do that with
No,
comedy.
you can't do that. You can't. So you consider yourself a professional semi-expert. We'll
Yeah.
go with that one. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's put him in. He's in. Right. What? Write it down. How did you start? What's your origin story, Jamie? How did you start in this crazy business we call the music biz?
Honestly, I mean, I started doing this when I was like 13, 14 and I had no money. It's really expensive trying to make music. You're like 700 quid a song if you find someone cheap. So being a 13-year-old, I went, fuck it, I'll learn to do it myself. Like I'll just go on YouTube. I wasn't ever good.
Can we just press pause there?
Yeah.
He was 13 and he still had...
Yeah, that's why I was. That's what.
That make you feel old?
Yeah.
I'm older than you.
Yeah.
13, I went on YouTube. 13, I went on the field.
Yeah.
You got on your bike.
1996.
The internet was creeping in then.
What? Nah.
That's the year I was born, was 96. Yeah.
Right, anyway, so you went on YouTube. What did you type in? How to be a musician.
Yeah, how music, how question mark.
How music.
Just honestly,
The internet was very
anything.
basic.
Yeah. Anything I could think of, like if I didn't understand something, just brute force it. And
And were you doing music at school, music lessons at school?
yeah, but it was all like music in school is all like classical stuff, isn't it? And it's not my world. It's not my world.
Was it still when you were there? Because it was when but then obviously we're all different ages.
We
so
had-
I thought they
When I
might
went to
change it
school,
now.
it was pop music.
But like-
you now call classical music. I'm that old.
But I imagine now, like it's different. Like it's so weird. Like in my head, you go to like a music class at school, and the teacher's like, "So kids, All Eyes on Me, one of the greatest Tupac albums of all time." Like just trying to be cool. And
We
that.
used to sing Beatles songs at school in music
you?
lessons, yeah.
No, very much not. The most modern thing we got was like a Jeff Buckley song, which
Hallelujah. Finally.
no, I wish it had been. No, it was
Grace.
Off, yeah, it was Grace.
See, I do know about music.
Yeah, you smashed it.
Yeah, you do. So I just brute forced it, and then I remained very rubbish until
Bruce
like
forced it.
brute force.
Oh, Bruce forced.
Yeah.
I thought Bruce Force. There you go. Did you do well? You some Bruce Force. Nice to see you. Doing some music to see you. Nice.
Yeah, and then went to uni. I did a psychology degree, which was a terrible idea.
What did you get in it?
Well, it turns out you can get a third in a degree.
Higher than a third, we say a two.
Should have Bruce Force it, mate. Not 2-1.
No, it's
Nice 2-1 to see you. Nice 2-1 to see you. 2-1 to see you. Nice.
Poor Jamie, man.
I'm enjoying
Which university did you go to?
Uni of Manchester.
The University of Manchester.
Can we guess where Jamie's from?
Yeah. A privileged background.
I think, yeah, sounds like.
Are you from money, Jamie?
That means yeah.
Are you from a typically middle class family?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have a lamppost in your garden?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
Right. Did one of your parents work in academia?
Technically, yes.
Tell us the technicality.
Like administration.
Dad owned schools.
Yeah. You heard of Eton?
Did your mum work?
Yeah.
Your mum worked?
Yeah, it was my mum that worked in academia.
All right, what did your dad do?
He works in IT.
Right.
Early.
Yeah.
Before you could just how music in YouTube.
He's one of those people that like was using computers when it was still like a black screen and green text, which I didn't know was a thing.
Babbage.
No, he's talking
Like
about
IBMs and stuff, something
the
like that.
Amstrad PCW8251.
Yeah, definitely.
Basic word processor, which I got my BTEC certificate on.
Are you going to guess where he's from? I'll say where I think first.
Go on.
Royal Tunbridge Wells.
No.
I'm going to say Godalming, Surrey.
No.
Is it higher or lower than southeast?
My geography is terrible. You say southeast?
Yeah. Are you in the southeast area? Midlands?
Lower.
Oh, Bedfordshire? Buckinghamshire?
Nearly.
Wickham.
No.
No, he said Buckinghamshire. That's in Wickham.
So
No, it's not.
I lived in Buckinghamshire for a bit.
So
Oxfordshire.
Yes.
Right. Didcot.
No.
Not far off.
Didcot's a bit trampy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Isn't it? What Woolingbridge? Well, just tell us.
Wallingford.
So I was in Oxford. I was in
Trying to play pointless there, not Family Fortunes.
originally North Oxford and then East Oxford. So yeah.
Oh, did you go east side? Fucking
Oh, not East Oxford.
beef in East Oxford. Honestly, cutting people up for going to Bicester Village. Have you been to Bicester Village?
I have. Yeah. Yeah.
You're too tall for Bicester Village, aren't you?
No, he's the right height for everything's like big.
No, it's
or
not.
dead
It's tiny.
small.
Yeah.
There's a dearth of mediums in these outlet villages.
Darth.
Yeah.
Is it a dearth?
A dearth. All right. Sorry, I thought it was a word.
No, I
Wasn't
thought it was a
mocking-
dearth.
I've not
Dearth.
heard either of those words.
I wasn't mocking you. I thought it was
No.
a word I'd never heard of.
I know. I thought it was
trying to
Darth.
learn.
I thought it was
No,
Darth.
that's the.
No, I know what that is, but I thought it was pronounced Darth, not Dearth. I don't know.
Would be good. It was Darth Vader.
It's
never there.
just never there.
We're doing well, but we're not learning anything about music. Okay, so you started off by doing that, and then that progressed. You went to university. joined bands, got into the music scene.
Exactly that.
Manchester was good for you then, was it?
Manchester was great for me in the sense that you're just immersed in it. Like, it's impossible to go anywhere and not see music. That's why I chose Manchester.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Did you live in a music shop?
No. I wish I had. Yeah. Oh, that would have been great. No, I mean, I spent a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Like, I spent a lot of time, like, hanging around, asking if I could play guitars that I had no intention of buying. That kind
Ryman's.
That's a stationer's.
No, what's the one that closed down?
Anderton's, is it?
Yeah, then
Or
Forsyth's
Dawson's?
on Deansgate with the piano. So, all right, Danny, mock me all the time.
Just put an elastic band over a set square. Bing, 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 bing.
Ruler. Doing.
To be fair, if that's what we want to do in the song tomorrow, that can be what we do.
So,
That's up there with Stripey Horse, that.
yeah.
You're right, Ray.
Right, so, show us your medals. What have you achieved in the music producing world? What are your achievements? Rachel, come on. Some professional.
So my sort of biggest recent things would be my own band. We've got like millions of streams, which is
What's it
pretty
called?
exciting. The Coversets.
How do you say that?
The Coversets. Covesettetts.
Coversets. I like the name. Where's
That's
the name
us.
come from?
Honestly, you can Google it and nothing else comes up.
Oh,
It's a very-
Google whack.
Like
That's genuinely the answer. There was another name we came up with which had the same logic, which was Cover Scenes. But it turns out if you look that up, don't look that up because you get some very dodgy XXX Polish something or other.
Yeah.
Do look that up.
Yeah.
No, that's like when people have told you that. It's in my jokes. People ask me if I've got a working or a show cocker.
Oh.
I Googled it. No. All right. Oh, you look moody,
Yeah.
aren't you?
What are they similar? What does Spotify think that they're similar to?
Oh, yeah. Find out what Spotify thinks.
If you'd asked the cover sets when they first met you, knew what they'd expected in 2023, they could never predict what was to come. Fast forward to today, and the lads,
Oh, the lads.
they've got a list of achievements under their belts. Have you been working with the, Friday, September the 8th, Larkins. A friend of mine, her daughter is a
Damo.
massive Larkins fan.
Yeah.
They've got a huge following, haven't they?
They do, yeah. They're doing really well.
And then you're playing the Cluny in Newcastle, Cluny, and the Manchester Academy too. That's a decent thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you're on tour doing some stuff, Network 2. Jimmy's in Liverpool. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Near the bombed out church.
Near the rat that they got rid of.
What rat?
You know where Rudy's Pizza is?
Yeah.
There was a Banksy there, that rat, and they cut it off the wall.
Stole it.
I don't know where. No one knows where it is. But it was a real, and that's why Banksy will never do.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
The Cover sets.
That's us.
Your biggest, do you know what your biggest play on Spotify is?
Of course he does.
Yes, it's Be Mine.
He
It's
looks
got
at it every day.
2 million or something.
Not quite. Almost getting there. Damn. Almost getting there.
Hopefully by September it will.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good band, man. Good band. I like
Thank
it.
you.
I like the look of you.
What does it say that they're similar to? I always look at that.
Yeah, I want to know. That's me. Or it's not me singing.
I like it, dog.
Thank you.
Bit pitchy.
That was a guitar. Bing.
Yeah, please don't hit any of my guitars with drumsticks tomorrow.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. What do you think it's like?
A lot of music I used to listen to in 2006, 7.
That's not very nice.
No, it is. That was good music. That was when, like...
I like it's to me. It's got choral vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a bit of Father John Misty kind of discovered. So people like you like Only Son,
Okay. Yeah.
Larkins,
Yeah.
Chapaka Wrestling.
Okay.
Who's your favourite band, Justin?
My favourite band.
Yeah.
I've probably got like a sort of like a movable top 20, but I really at the moment I'm a huge fan of Father John Misty.
Right.
I really like The National. I really like Bell and Sebastian. Suede, probably my favourite band of all time. It's pattern developing here, isn't it? Very white. I like very white music, don't I?
Yeah.
And then I like Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick Smythe.
I like Dave. Tony. Do you know H? You got dropped.
Right. And it's H. It's not even H.
H. Like a dropped H.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the
Yeah, but you said it wrong.
That was the joke. H.
H.
H. That's why I said H.
No, you said two different things then.
H and H.
Yeah, it's H.
H. But I know it is, but it's H.
What?
H. Cut all this shit out. So tell us about you. So you've done the achievements. That's good. All them plays on Spotify.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about your job as a music producer?
I mean, I was doing it as a hobby anyway. So at a certain point, I'm pretty much just getting paid to do my hobby. I think that is
perfect.
The best thing about it. Yeah,
if
exactly.
you can go to work every day and enjoy it, you've made it.
It's honestly.
And he just dabs sneeze.
That's what I do now.
And what's the worst thing about your job?
Being a babysitter for a bunch of egos.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, no disrespect to them, but sometimes
But disrespect's coming.
it's tiring. It's tiring.
Yeah.
And, at a certain point, it feels like that's kind of not what they're hiring me for. Like, they're hiring me to make their music sound really good.
Yeah.
And instead, I'm like, no, he's not going to really shag your mum. He just said he would. It's not for...
She fit though.
What? As an aside,
Yeah.
So band comes to you with a song written, demoed, ready to record.
Yeah.
As a record producer, how much do you think you add? How much do you improve that song?
Well, I think a good producer is changing things when it needs to be changed. So if you're changing stuff for the sake of changing stuff, you're probably doing the wrong job. Yeah. And if you're not changing stuff because you're too afraid to say, actually, that's shit, isn't it? Then again, you're not doing the job. So you're only intervening when you think you actually should. And
well, how much percentage-wise? Do you think you can improve a record 50%? Where is the genius of the song? Is it in the writing? Is it in the production?
It's in the writing. Like a poorly written song, no matter how well produced, like you could make it sound amazing.
You can't polish a turd.
You can't, exactly. You can't. Whereas you can absolutely butcher a really good song by making it sound like shit. Yeah.
You can put glitter on a turd though.
Can you gild a turd? So you're an expert, he's sort of expert, but professional.
Yeah.
We've accepted that.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that people get wrong about your job, like in film or television or in real life? What's the one thing where you go, that's rubbish?
The magic where people are... I mean, if you ever watch like a Disney movie, not that I think you guys are sitting around watching a lot of Disney movies.
I watch quite a lot.
Well, there you go, maybe you are.
Terrible judge of character.
But like every time they go into the studio, they do this amazing, flawless first take, and the producer's sitting there just like, oh yeah, I'm the coolest guy in the world. It's bullshit. It's nonsense. Like you're going in and you're doing 85 takes until you get the one where you're like, okay, this is actually quite okay.
Yeah.
And then you're going through and you're sitting in front of a screen and it's not glamorous and it's lots of listening to the same little loop over and over again. It's I
think Rachel could sort of join in with this when she's producing this podcast. Listen to the same shit over and over again. Trying to improve it.
What I see all the time is like you're saying, the producer always sits the same way.
Yeah.
In the chair, he always like leans like that with one foot longer than the other, and he's like maybe like sucking a pen, and then he goes, yeah, do a bit more of that.
Yeah. I think it's hang on.
Yeah.
Now do it.
Yeah.
Cue the music. And the drummer's just in a booth on his own drumming, and no one's told him that they finished recording hours ago. That's always in films.
That's a good trope, yeah.
Always in films.
I reckon the music, the trope that we use as an example all the time probably happens to musicians as well.
All right, yeah. So we get annoyed constantly when we see anybody on film doing public speaking.
Yeah.
And they're really nervous.
Yeah.
And they go to the mic and it howls.
Oh yeah, just immediately. Yeah.
They can't. The microphones cannot detect
Fear
and anticipation.
No, sure.
No. Unless you've got that mic directly in front of the speaker, it's not going to howl. Anyway, if you weren't doing this, what would you be? Not this now, right now, because there's millions of things you'd rather be doing this. But if you weren't doing your job, producing, what would you be doing? What transferable skills do you think you have? We've already heard about delegation, UN peace envoy.
I've had to get very good at computers. I probably wouldn't love doing it, but...
That means his dad's got a job for him ready.
Yeah, his dad's sorted him a job.
Daddy's got a job like that.
When he stopped fanning about in Manchester. That brings you back to the firm in Oxford.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Honestly,
Is there a lot of truth in that, Jamie?
No.
Do you live in a flat above a shop?
No. I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
No.
That is the
I've never
correct
considered it.
answer.
Yeah.
I think passionate people, when you ask them what they'd be doing if they weren't doing this,
There's
have
no
idea.
There's no plan B. Yeah.
There's no plan B. And he's good as well, isn't he? Plan B. All right, it's your chance now. We want you to look directly down the camera. You got the platform. You got the open platform. Look right down the camera and give us. We want your message for the haters. So when you're ready, in your own time, right down the barrel, and tell them.
I'm not interested in what you think. Honestly, I think the few times I've ever got hate have been to do with like the way that I present myself, and I don't care. My job is making people sound good. I know I'm good at it.
So, Jamie,
Yes.
we know you're very good at your day job. You know, it's a day and night job, music producing. You can do full sessions, can't they? You can go into the studio sometimes and not come out for days.
Yeah. Sleep in the studio.
Sleep in the studio, just crack on with it.
Yeah.
Read a great book recently from one of the all-time great producers this country has produced, Trevor Horn. He talks about Trevor Horn. He's an incredible producer. Frankie Goes to Hollywood,
Right.
all sorts of Grace Jones, all sorts of stuff.
Right.
Art of Noise, the Buggles. He's the Buggles.
Oh, really?
Dio killed the ring.
Do you know that the amazing fact about it's not amazing, it's well known about that song.
Which is?
It's the first song ever played on MTV.
Yeah.
It's music videos. I just think it's cool.
Because it's the video
yeah,
killed the
I
ring
know,
star,
but I just like it.
That is a good fact. I like it too.
See, Jamie, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
There you go. See, you looked at me like I was like being like, oh, do you know one of them old facts? I can't think of one now. Off the top of my head.
Do you know the top of your head doesn't fully form until you're about 6 months old? It's called the fontanelle. It's the consistency of a soft boiled egg.
Oh.
What does life look away from the day/night job?
Well, as you've correctly pointed out, it's a day and night job.
Are you always on?
Not far off. I mean, it's like I'm either producing or I'm on tour, so there's not a lot.
Where you're going to hopefully help us improve our podcast by giving us a banging theme tune.
Yes.
Dan's got some ideas.
Good.
My idea is to call him Dan. He doesn't really like it.
It's a weird one.
Danny's got some ideas. I've got some ideas, but you obviously got some ideas. We're going to go in the studio, going to lay some stuff down, see what happens, just spitball it in the studio, really. That's how I like to work, organically, yeah. But we need some tips from you before we go into the studio. What are top 3 tips so we can improve our podcast with a great theme tune from the top music producer?
All right. So I would say back yourself. If you think something could be a good creative idea, do it. Because hard drive space is free. So if you get there and you've done it and you go, this is shit, delete it. It's easy. Yeah. So like just...
Is that like throw enough shit at the wall and some will stick?
No.
Yeah, that's like us when we do new stuff. It's like, just say it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
if it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same. It's
Yeah, you have
just
to
like
get through that kind of bile-inducing, awkward moment. Plus, there's nobody in the studio judging us like there is an audience. That's what I always say when I'm doing new material nights.
Jamie will be secretly judging us, though.
Of course, he's judged us already, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, tip number 2. I like that one, I do.
Yeah.
Back yourself.
Yeah, I guess it's similar, but it's when it comes to the performing side of things and I'm sure you guys will probably be good at this, throw yourself absolutely into it. If you're shy, because your body does everything when it comes to playing or singing or anything like this, if you're holding yourself back, if you're shy, if you're any of that, like...
Does this go for recording as well?
Yeah.
Right, because I've often thought about that. You know, when you get bands in, do they like give it the licks and everything? Do they give it the big...
Well, I think
stadium rock thing if you're recording something massive, you can't just be like, another one bites the dust.
No, you've got to like give it. I mean, I think.
Hang on, just press.
Go on, yeah.
What are you laughing at?
That was good. I thought that was good.
I own a copy of Autotune. It's fine.
Another one bites the
I
dust.
can't wait to auto-tune myself. Fucking deep pain.
AI is my friend.
The second you press the record button, I think it gets like squished. It gets like dulled down just that little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you're not giving it 150%, then it won't come across as 100. So just all the way.
Do not anticipate a howling mic because we know they don't exist.
It's not going to happen. Yeah.
I want you to throw yourself.
That
into
could
it
be
like
our
that.
band name.
Howling
The
Mike.
Howling Mikes.
Sounds like a blues rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning. Well, the afternoon. This afternoon. Because I've been doing a double. Just outside Troon. And your third and final tip to help us produce a brilliant thing.
I had a tip 3 lined up. I can't remember what it was going to be.
What about write everything down?
That's a good. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, no, I remember what it was now. You've absolutely had my pants down there, Rachel. Oh, God.
That's absolutely brilliant. That's perfect.
Devastating.
Write
Yeah,
everything down,
yeah.
because if you forget an idea, brilliant. Jamie, it's been an absolute pleasure having you
Thank you
in
for having
our
me.
Room for Improvement.
Thanks a lot.
We'd like to, we can't wait to see what we can do.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun, I'm sure.